us. We couldn't thank you enough.
No
I know you touched on it during itself, but I'd just like to ask again what sort of marketing you do and promotion, how you get companies to have their events here.
Yep. So there's multiple partnerships that we would look at in terms of promoting what we put on ourselves. The best thing about being a venue is that yes, we want to promote the events that we have going on here, but a lot of that rests with the promoter itself. It's all in the job title, the promoter. Okay. So essentially, if we wanted, I don't know, Kanye West to play in this venue, we wouldn't necessarily contact Kanye, we would contact his promoters and his management team, and they would make the decision whether it was a business sense for him to do that.
So when someone is performing here, the posters and signs for that event are all to do with the promoters themselves?
Yes, in terms of getting the design fixed, getting those printed. They would then send us a bunch of posters and we would put those up in our poster site. So outside the venue itself, there is obviously a bit of a negotiation, as that often the promoter will care about their artist brand and forget about the venue's brand. So what I mentioned earlier about the Troxy strapline and our brand mark as well, that needs to go out on all literature in terms of promoting to an external audience. We want our own brand presence on there as well. That just helps us get more clients in. Reason being is we work in two slightly different capacities, as aforementioned. One is corporate, our corporate clients. So that's anywhere from the university that you guys study at, to PwCs, Deloitte's, all the big guys. Google do their Christmas parties here. So they're corporate clients. They're generally private, not open or ticketed to the public. We then do public events as well. So B2B events and B2C events, business to consumer. The B2C events are the live concerts, the live gigs. Within the corporate, generally the corporate client, the venue is not seen as then a medium to promote the show.
Yeah.
It's a corporate client that loves the Art Deco, that just want their own 600 guests to come in and have a dinner. The marketing arm, the marketing efforts that we would put forward come in terms of live music. Obviously, we need to do our bit to make sure we're selling enough tickets so everybody gets paid properly. Yeah. Us, the artist, the promoter, and the management team, and the production company.
Thank you.
Like how do you guys generate your money? Is it from concerts or like what exactly?
Yeah, there's multiple revenue streams that we have in this place.
Yeah.
What we would call our bread and butter is the corporate hire of the venue itself. So we would have a flat rate Monday to Thursday, and then Thursday to Sunday that we would charge somebody for. On top of that, we then have food provisions. So very small, but very tasty, absolutely prerogative to bring in whatever caterer they want. Of course, there are caterers that we favour, mostly because we get free food from them, but also we know that their standards, they look after this place for as much as us as well. If that was the case, then we can make money by recommending our preferred suppliers to our clients. And that essentially is a very common practice. It's a middleman thing. Essentially, you put on a markup on the original cost of sale, and then you sell that back.
Attract a new customer and also to retain your customer.
Yeah, sure. In terms of retain, let's go for account management first of all. For a venue manager, it's very important that we have a set established business. Reason being is that pays all our staff. If we can go home with at night with the comfort knowing that for the rest of this year we have enough events on or enough clients to pay for one, the overheads of this building, and of course the staff and the suppliers that help us put those events on, then it's a lot easier. So we link in with these guys, they will list our rates and our venue, pictures of that on their sites, and is one of, and we will pay them commission to then bring us business, essentially. On most of it, because we're lucky enough to have an established name, i.e. Troxy, we've been around since 1933, a lot of people do know us. We do survive a lot on what we call reactive business. So someone comes to us rather than us going out.
Do you work with any secondary schools, universities, or any like charity works you do like?
Charity work quite extensively, yeah. So again, we try and keep the society local again. So we work with, or we're looking to do work with the Limehouse Project, which help a lot of youths from 12 years up to the age of 25. Helping them with work experience, be able to be more employable again as well. And this could be ex-convicts or kids that just haven't had the hand up in life like the rest of us have. We also about to start a new Troxy apprenticeship scheme as well, which ties in with your previous question about corporate social responsibility. And that is to give again opportunities to young people that wouldn't necessarily know where to find those opportunities themselves. So we're teaming up with potentially City Gateway Trading Apprenticeship Agency, bit of a mouthful, to bring in a long program of apprentices and or potentially interns as well.
Okay, so as you said, I think this place holds like 3,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely there'll be a lot of trash been throwing around, a lot
Yes.
of collection of that. Yeah. So what do you do to keep the environment clean, hygienic? What
Exactly.
steps does Troxy take?
Yeah, so we have very much our own independent cleaning contractor, and they work in 3 different capacities. One, we have event cleaners, and their sole job is to look after the lavatories, the rubbish receptacles, and the general cleanliness of the venue throughout an event itself. The same team would also do venue clean, so they look after all the subsidiary areas itself, and they'd also look after the bins, the big commercial bins that we keep out in the pallet yard itself. And funny enough, you should ask, because we've actually just brought on First Mile Recycling that will now do all our waste disposal for us. Reason being is that they send absolutely nothing to landfill whatsoever. So every single bit of rubbish, whether it be food, plastic or glass that comes out of this building, is all 100% recycled, or if it can't be recycled, it's then burnt into green.